Welcome, Friday night football here at Darwin Football Stadium. We've got Morris Diago with me. My name is Bruce Stalder. So happy to bring you this men's Premier League live streaming on pretty warm Friday night still. Morris, you know, it was a shocker today. That breeze was blowing. I felt for the Fireys. Smoke all around town. They've been working hard, but it's still got a bit of humidity in it. Or has it just got a jacket on?
No, didn't they? I think it's that, mate. But it is challenging for the Fireys, and it is pretty humid. So, yeah you're right.
It may have some impact on tonight. Tonight features Hellenic taking on Port Darwin. Port Darwin, up until last weekend, were certainly on a roll. They were getting better and better and better, and they did... I suppose they'd agree with us. They did that one fundamental sin of taking the opposition for granted, and Darwin Hearts beat them.
Yep, and like I said, this is a thing. You can't do that against opposition like Hellenic. If they try that again and take them lightly, I'm sure they're not. But they're going to take them. And if they take the game to Hellenic, it will be an interesting one tonight. So.
Oh, mate, I think they have the game plan to actually take Hellenic right to the wire, and I hope they bring that game tonight because there's a lot of talent in there. And, you know, you've got Raimundo Jose and Profidi, young Isaac Paul up the front, and then of course you've got that really solid defensive line they've got together as well, and then McAvoy in the middle. So haven't seen the team sheets because I just kept...
No.
Did you check for me?
No, I haven't, mate.
That's all right.
They handed it in just now, mate.
Second before that?
To me. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So hopefully he's there. Otherwise, we're giving them the knocker. But also, Hellenic, you know, you can't argue with success. They're up the top of the table. They won midweek.
Yep.
You know, having a game midweek may pay to Port Darwin's advantage, but we'll see.
Okay, yep.
All right.
I agree. Let's have a look.
Yeah, we will. Thank you. Thank you, Morris. Good to see you again. And thank you for supporting us in the live streaming. We'll be underway shortly on the Perform Network, also on FNT TV. Friday night football here in Darwin, featuring Hellenic table toppers against the ever-improving Port Darwin. Welcome, Morris, and welcome everyone who may be joining us for this live stream, whatever devices you're on. Thank you for your support of the Darwin Men's Premier League. We're underway. If you're just getting ready, you're sitting in the chair, wherever it may be, left to right on your screens is running the blue and white Hellenic side, and Port Darwin in their traditional blue and claret. And they've got Sean Hodder in there, mate, a player who played for Hellenic and featured really prominently in that game when they nearly beat Western Sydney Wanderers in the FFA Cup round of 32.
Yep.
So he's up from Victoria, as is his brother, actually, too. His brother's up here. He's playing in the other side. So it'd be good if they get to go against each other at some stage. But Sean also part of our rep sides and just a good human being. So he's out here for his first run after 2 weeks in quarantine.
In quarantine, yep.
So don't know how fit he'll be. But I suppose you had 2 weeks to get fit.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Not match fitness, I guess. It's Rushton Woods on the ball, putting Sulav Muskie underway. It's a good chase from Annie on the inside. Looks like Sulav will get there first, puts it across goal. And Terry Fannin. Well done, Terry.
That was, you know, when Simon Bell gets onto those. So, yeah,
usually
very well defended there.
Yeah, good work from Mr. Fannin, who would be the most experienced player out there, I'd suggest, looking at both sides. He's been since he came up into the Premier League, he's been fantastic. Really has.
I agree, mate. It's been, yeah. And let's see what he does here.
All right, so it's whipped in from their captain, Barry, and Price is there, young fella. So Dominic takes that clearly and easily, raises the ball above his head, and now will get us underway with a throw out to, an attempted throw out to Profiti, but it won't find it, so it comes straight back, and Turner's got, attempting to unleash Sulav, who's offside, so Muskie will have to come back. Wasn't Turner, I'll take that back. It was actually Hodder who's getting a start, Adam. So he will play his brother up front. Thought Adam was going to be on the bench like Wednesday night, but he's had a starting lineup. So Adam is wearing 15, and his brother in the Port Darwin side is wearing, guess what, 15.
15. It's amazing they've put the pressure on,
yep.
Having a midweek game and being, full on, football, they're just putting it in there and they're not holding back, are they? It's a good start.
I'm sure the coach would have mentioned a fast start's required. Joey Powell on the board. Joey, a real stored at the back for Hellenic. Number 16. Kenneth Nahn doing work there again. Good pressure from Isaac Paul. That's what he brings to the side, Morris. The young Isaac Paul for Port Darwin. It's just what you're seeing now. Relentlessly trying to add pressure so you reduce your time in your space.
Correct,
of his opposition players. He makes the player have to make a move. Here he goes again. Declan O'Shea there with a header. McAvoy on the ball, nice dummy. Need to keep possession today against this team, Will Port. Barry with lots of, the captain with a lot of space. And that's Hodder. Number 15 for Hellenic. Adam just with that pass back. Right, here we go. There's an opportunity now on White. He's offside. So today, Morris, those winds were incredibly hot and fierce coming in. I really did feel, as we mentioned earlier in the pre-game for the Fireys.
Yep.
Everyone was out and about. Everyone was alert. A lot of places in the rural areas of Darwin and beyond up towards Litchfield were getting out of their houses and getting safety to a safe place.
It's amazing, you got your 35 degrees, 36s, and you see it predominantly in the build-up at this time of year. This morning, surprisingly, it was 21 degrees, but you felt muggy. So
yeah, you did.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And there was just so many white waves, and on the water.
Yeah,
it was amazing. You could have surfed some of them.
Not me, mate.
Maybe I could.
Not me.
Yeah, but it was really nice. to be away from it and out of the wind. And as we said, we feel for the guys all and ladies all working today. Beth, the SES as well.
They do a great job, don't they, Bruce?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't praise them enough. Right, Sickles will let that go. Give it back to Rushton Woods. 5-minute mark in this men's Premier League match. It's a round 14 game, and Port Darwin running from right to left on your screens. Now here's an opportunity. Profetti on the ball. Or Profetti. And yeah, Andre. Onto it early.
It's a shame, you know, with a play like that, Bruce, you'd go a bit closer, and I always say this in all the calls that we make, just take it a few feet in and then have a dig. It's a shame because they're going to count later on, those missed chances.
Yeah, they do. And a number of games we've done where you've said that, and boy, they counted. So, yeah, I wasn't, you know, the old thing is I'm not sure how they know how much space they do have, but it's about players. There are lots of players who do. There's Fannin again getting a touch to the ball. He's going to have to do that all night. Simon Bell feeds off those, so well done to Terry. Price with the ball at his feet. Everyone backtracks. He looks up, stutters in with a run, kicks it. Good distance, good height, but finds Joey Powell's head. McAvoy brings it down with ease. First touch is glorious, this player. Nice ball through to Yanni. Rushton Woods. Sickles comes in. He'll get this back. Fortuitously. Comes off Rushton Woods. Throw in very quick. Finds a player unmarked again. Now he goes across to Sean Hodder. Hodder's got a call. He goes shot now. Takes it. Brings one from Kane McDowell, their keeper. So Sean Hodder in there early. Gets a shot off in anger.
Lovely, lovely try.
He was dipping.
Yep.
See how he just gets in behind those players. Goes down. No complaint and nonsense from Simon. Just gets up, goes back. Let's see if we can do it again. Yep. He's ready now. Look, he's getting him back into position. And Declan O'Shea will clean up for Port Darwin. He goes with a wide left traversing cross. Raimondo with the yellow boots. So Jose goes down the field and continues on the way. Him and Sickles now talking the language of football and sorting it out. 7-minute mark, round 14 match. This is the play about Hellenic that we've seen this year. Just this patience to play out from the back.
Yeah, exactly. They do that well, Bruce. They really do.
Just wait for the opportunity. And as a team, Morris, I assume you can't give him that space. You really do have to make an act of some sort to make it more difficult for them to do that.
Exactly. We always say let's the pressing game. You know, squeeze them, close them in their area, in their half, and that's crucial when Hellenic control the ball like they do in the back and in the midfield, as you saw earlier on.
Right, Jay Adams with the ball. Big right back. It's going to go early to Hodder. Hodder goes back to him. A little hard for him to control, and will bounce off his chest and present a throw-in for Hellenic right down there on the programming signage. Quick throw-in. Finds Barry. Captain. Turns one around his body. Nice interception from Jay Adams, sorry. Now Sickles on the run. No one with him, but he's going to go wide, waiting for someone to come. And Raimondo now comes. So Jose turns back inside, sees the run of Profetti. Hodder puts it down. How do I have a shot here? No, he's going to put over it unselfishly, but Joey Powell picks it up. Only as far as Sickles. Sickles turns in, and Roberto has an opportunity to go towards goal. Good defence from Kenneth Nunn. Thought he'd have a shot then.
I just don't know if he didn't pull the trigger with his right foot, so he looks like he likes to put it on his left, Bruce. And that's probably why he was tackled.
Okay. Any promising stuff from Port Darwin into the danger area against Hellenic, and it's not even up to the 10-minute mark yet. It's about to be. Round 14 match of the Darwin Premier League here in Northern Territory, and the top end of the continent of Australia in our dry season. We're here on Larrakia Park, which is Larrakia Nation. Thank you to the elders past, present, and those emerging for permission to play this game on Larrakia country. Looks like that's Adam right over there. Adams. Somehow it's come back to Bell already. So a timely header from Declan O'Shea to Adams, and now we're away now with Isaac Paul on the left for Port Darwin. He sits it in early, goes across goal. That was a bit of a shot and a cross.
Yeah, it was a combo deal, though.
Yes.
A combo.
Do you want Coke with that?
Yes. Fries.
Yes. Goes back. And Turner looks up to unload Adam Hodder. And he does. Runs in a similar fashion to his brother Sean. Turns in. He's got space. He'll have a shot here. Just push wide because Dominic Price narrowed the angle. Which he should do as a keeper. But have to be alert to that. He showed a clean pair of heels there.
Definitely, mate. That was a great run, and once again, it's those dangerous attacks from Hellenic that you got to, Port Darwin has to really watch carefully.
And the thing is, they'll come at any time too. Like that was just Turner, then Madden just putting on the right foot and putting it over.
Yeah, exactly.
Had the vision. And they got McNabb out there as well, is now swapped over to that side. Number 7 for Hellenic. Watch him now on the left-hand side or the Northcrest scoreboard side. Thank our sponsors, the Northern Territory Government too, for their support of football here in the Northern Territory. Also Northcrest, who we just mentioned, and NTF, Construction Supply Specialists. And Steel Line, whether it's a fence, a roof or a shed, Steel Line will give you service over and above. 12-minute and a half on the clock. Some work from McNabb there, trying to link up with Bell. They'll keep the ball, even though the execution wasn't perfect on that occasion. They get plenty more chances, I'd say, Morris, down that side. They seem to be favouring it.
Definitely, they're playing down that side. We haven't seen a lot played on this side, apart from the first few minutes.
And we're on the grandstand side, so they're over on the Northcrest scoreboard side. This is beaten Narn, but there's a little push in the back seen by the ref. So it's underway quickly. Hodder got it started. Adam, that is. Now Kenneth Narn goes across field. Early intervention by Yanni in a header. Again, Terry Fanning got a timely foot intervention. He's going to need that on most occasions. Now, Jose on the ball. And this time, nothing in the back from the referee. Comes across to Graffiti. Now McAvoy. Yeah, you can see what McAvoy was trying to do then. Had a good run on the right side from Jose. He just couldn't connect with him. So we're down the other end now with Simon Bell on the run, Pricey out, and Dominic strong and considered, and gets that ball, rolls it out for a quick restart to Sean Hodder, playing his first game in the Men's Premier League here for Port Darwin in 2020. Premiership and Championship player with Hellenic in his past. No one was. Now Isaac Paul, Joey Powell on the run. Joey goes back so calmly and plays McAdam in. Comes back to Joey Powell in the same position. He turns a curling right footer in, which you'll find after one pass from Bell. Adam Hodder on the run. Good timing in that defensive effort by McAdam. Not McAdams. Adams, Jay Adams. Great defensive work. We got McAdam. We got Adam Hodder.
Yep.
We got Adams.
Yep.
What's your middle name, Adam? Sorry, just checking. So Jose on the ball with the bright boots. Moves in. I don't know who he's trying to find there, but Rushton Woods will get there with no trouble off to Turner. Then it finds its way to the captain. So he'll scurry out to the scoreboard side. They can seem to do what they want at the moment in that midfield. Price out again. Brave as. Look at that. His technique is lovely when he goes to ground.
Yep, definitely amazing.
And his distribution on this occasion is what we normally see from him. Really clever. Unfortunately for McAvoy, couldn't get away that time. They've got the ball back again. So Hodder goes across to his captain. Captain now has the ball, goes back to Yanni. Yanni tries to thread one through to Sickles. Sickles nutmegs the captain. But now Hodder's underway. Referee's going to pull something back. No advantage. So someone's going to yellow card. McNabb, number 7 for Hellenic. Just so unnecessary.
It looks like he's
mate.
got new boots. I haven't seen those boots, Bruce.
Those ones?
Those shiny ones, those bright ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that wasn't the brightest move. Picked up a yellow card. Unfortunately, just wasted. Jose moves in. Nice technique with him, whatever he does. Goes over the top of McNabb. And Dexter Newman, a really underrated player. There's a lot of stars around him, but he does his work. And he applies himself each week. And that was Dexter then cleaning up for his side. Throw in for Port Darwin. And Dexter on the ball again with a header, pushing it forward, where Adam Hodder now has it. That's sort of gone nowhere. McAvoy will have a shot, and it's a ripper. Jeez, I love the way he can take those volleys. I mean, that give another 5 metres out, that would have gone in.
Well, let's be honest. He actually aimed, and it was a real good shot. I mean, some people just have a wild hit at the ball. That was actually aiming and going for goal. So lovely attempt.
Yeah, Morris, he's done that before. He's just so good on the volleys. Played a bit of tennis probably too. So again, Hellenic playing out from the back. Find their way through. Hodder now has it. Now McNabb's on the one. Turns in inside with ease. Whips one in. And as far as Muskie has a shot. And he'll go by side goal. Goal kick restart. .5 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. Bruce Stortle with you, and also Morris Darragao. We're bringing you this men's Premier League match, round 14, on a Friday night. A bit of a nice breeze here now. It's just coming in from a little bit of the south in it.
Lovely.
All right, Rushton Woods let it runs out. He'll throw back into Kenneth Nunn. Speaking of players that are unnoticed but do great work, he's one of them. And that midfield just sitting in the front of the back four. Number 2 for Hellenic. Showing again their patience. And they build it up. And Port Darwin happy to let them have possession. And waiting for their opportunity to strike, and that's about now. And Sickles does it basically on a good run from Hodder before that. Oh, my goodness. No, cleaned up. Well done, Terry Fannin. And Price as well, just calmly. Watch the ball go past. Got to give credit to McNabb as well. He was ready with the opportunity presented. Number 7 for Hellenic. Now Port Darwin's chance to progress upfield, see what they do. They've moved up, so it will be a longer kick. There's no short opportunities here. Dominic Price, busy, clever, great technique in this keeper. Comes in and rolls one in. Hodder gets his head to it, and a bit of shoulder as well. Goes back to Adams, and Fannin cleans up. And that's a dangerous pass. That is so dangerous and so unnecessary. All ball from Terry Fannin. Bell gets up, no concern. The game goes on. And Kenneth Nunn over there to clean up. Sickless runs in, wants this ball early. Throws in. Jose moves forward. Nice work from him. Scurries across, still on and up. Outside.
Outside the box, Bruce.
Yeah, set piece.
Yep. I think. There's a bit of a...
He's on his haunches there.
Yes, looks like
he's okay.
Yep.
We're at 21-minute mark. This is a Men's Premier League match, round 14. Port Darwin running from right to left in their claret and blue. And they're up against the table leaders in Hellenic at the moment. Port Darwin sitting in 5th place, just outside the 4. A win tonight would put them obviously much closer to that, but they'd still just be out by 1 point. But the rounds, this is the first game of the round, so there's plenty more to come in the Men's Premier League. Referee runs to the middle, blows the whistle, and Jose comes in and just slips over the top. And Joey Powell gets there. Dre puts it back. Ruston Woods, bit of head tennis. And McNabb with a little clever kick over the back. Now Jose showing the way he dances around the ball. That's a lovely ball through, but young Isaac couldn't keep hold of that one. Going back to the keeper, Isaac Paul put him under pressure. It's better work from the young fella. That ball goes higher than longer, and will bounce down, and pretty fortuitously for Hellenic to get out of that. Played early and quickly. Ball still in play. Now McAvoy on it. It's a lazy one too from Jose, but he gets the ball. And Dexter Newman out with that tackle, brings him down. Gives the ball back to Port Darwin, and now they'll have a set. Conversations galore between Jose and a number of Hellenic players. 23rd minute for round 14. No score yet on the Northcrest scoreboard. No real shots in anger other than Sean Hodders and maybe a chance there for big Simon Bell earlier.
Yep.
At this stage, that's been pretty much it. And Jose moves in. It's a well-placed ball. Kane McAdam goes out, gets both fists to it. It goes higher again and will fall reasonably harmlessly for them. Turner heads it out. So now the ball falls for throw in for Port Darwin. And it'll be McAvoy leaving it for Sickless, who will do his long throw as he normally does. Or will he go back to Hodder? No, he goes short. Sickless puts it in. No one there. Thanks, mate. And Barry plays out. Those boots do stand out, Morris, don't they?
That's why.
He's fast anyhow. Now he looks faster.
He does.
Hodder on the ball. Adam, that is. Goes across to Ruston Woods. Ruston Woods will put a nice cross in. He normally does. That's a dangerous one. If it had been a little shorter. Unusual from him. Shows he's human, after all. So it comes back to Price. You hear Kane McAdam saying next one to his player. Head up. Here we go. Price marking out one rugby league goal kicker there. That's an interesting run. I haven't seen that one from him before. He's just so good at the back. If you're in his back four in defensively, you'd be so confident with Price behind you. Silo Muskie with a no-look pass, and what a pass. Turns it back in, he's a goal. That is what they do. It started way back here, No look pass from Muskie. Found McNabb on the run. McNabb put it back because he knew Bell would be there.
Definitely.
And Bell made that run. Got in between Fannin. Got in between Big Declan. And Price just couldn't get back.
And that's a simple play. You know, just cut it back. He didn't take a shot. He wasn't selfish. He passed to Simon Bell, which takes him to 18 goals.
Oh, my goodness.
On the leaderboard for the top goal scorer.
That's amazing. 18 goals already. And we've seen that a number of times this year already, that play. Comes back with that Muskie no-look pass right to the feet of McNabb. McNabb, with the V8 shoes on, just took off and put the ball back into Bell.
Yeah, he accelerated, did well.
25th minute mark, plenty of time for Port Darwin to come back. They've shown they can do that time and time again. So they'll need to. What they need to now is make sure there's no further goals in this half against them. Muskie out of the midfield, going back to play. Filling in for Rushton Woods has moved upfield. McAdam plays out. Interception for McAvoy, but Nunn does the same. This time Fanning has that well and truly under control. It's better play from Port Darwin. Fortunately, just stop there. Now let's just see if they can set something up now. And the right person's on the ball. One inside to Hodder. Hodder scampers through, gets tag teamed by a number of Hellenic players, so it comes out with Barry. Hodder on the run. They came off the post. It was just going to go on the inside of the post, but it hit the post, came back, and fortuitously fell to the very alert Price, who just snatched that up and snuffled out any opportunity for a rebound back to Bell. So dangerous for Port, but they recovered with the ball now. Price putting his right foot to it. Again, getting plenty of height tonight with his technique. Kenneth Nunn sort of off the inside of his right boot, trying to get Bell underway. A bit cleaned up by Terry Fannin again. So, Morris, in terms of what Port Darwin are bringing to the game tonight, I mean, they're one goal down. It was just a so well executed goal, but they've looked ready for this game, they've kept their shape, and there's been a nice interplay between a few of the players, particularly out of the midfield with McAvoy and Jose.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And there's lots of talking in the back, and they're covering, and they're actually cutting some of the plays that Hellenic have put through.
Yep.
Through Simon Bell and Matthew over there with the shiny boots.
McNabb. Yes.
McNabb. Thank you, Bruce. Yep. Oh, lovely skill there. Bit of fancy footwork.
Yeah. Showing off, still have.
Yeah.
So Port Darwin just patiently waiting for their opportunity to pounce. It may come now. Goes back. Hodder disappointed with his first touch there after doing all that hard work of chasing Hellenic down. So it goes back to Powell. Muskie will go back. He goes back to his keeper. And McAdam puts it at his feet calmly, steps back, and goes across to Turner. And it starts again, this patient build-up. Isaac Paul busy trying to cut them down. Now Ramondo Jose getting in there. Number 7 for the Clareton Blues. The Wharfies, 1-0 down on the scoreboard. Good work from Adams. Number 18, Jay over in the right back position. He's had a bit of traffic run at him. Here it comes again. McNabb over the top. Adams on him. McNabb turns in, takes a shot. Hits the side netting. Showing his experience there, McNabb, and also Price by narrowing down the angle in the corridor for the shot.
No, definitely. Look, you look at, John, Francis, the coach. He's got the switching game to a T.
Yeah.
Players are switching, and it's very hard to read who's playing where when you're playing against a side like Hellenic. So, well done, Francis, coach.
And if you're Port Darwin, you need to be alert to that, because it could be a different player next to you next time. So, Ruston Woods in the middle there. Now Muskie scurries around through the midfield with plenty of time. Looks up, but this time Jay's there, Adams. And Adams plays it back to Hodder. Then to Declan O'Shea. Declan looks up and goes, let's go for a run. Unfortunately, it will get there eventually. Helped on by Powell. Ramondo Jose gets the ball across. Hodder on Hodder there. Adam gets there first. So the 15 blue beats the 15 claret and blue. And well played by Jose to win that throw-in. And Yanni Casales out there. Number 16 in the left-back position. Got Declan O'Shea inside of him. Terry Fannin in the central defensive role. And Jay Adams on the other side as their back forward tonight. Of course, with Dominic Price in behind him, the keeper. And to Morris's point, there's been plenty of communication between those four and the keeper. It's a good sign for Port Darwin. They're 1-0 down on the scoreboard. Plenty of time, only 31 minutes in this half. And they've got a full 45 reg plus time added on to what is left here, which is 14 minutes. That beat everyone, that cross, except for the keeper, who collected with ease, and he's got his team underway. Declan O'Shea with time. Plays up the middle. Well done. Sickless now on the ball. Plays it to Sean Hodder. Hodder now trying to find Isaac Paul. It's a lovely weighted ball. Good defence from Jerry Powell, or ball. But Isaac has come down heavily. Hope he's okay. We interviewed him, Morris. He's such a lovely boy.
Yeah.
Really quietly spoken.
Yeah.
Bright. Knows the ball. Very respectful young man. Great addition to this Port Darwin side.
Yep. You need players like that. Yeah, no, he is. That's a very good attribute to have, isn't it?
Yes. Especially when you're up there.
When you're a striker.
Thank you. McAvoy now has opportunity. Sickless goes back out. That's good to Hodder. Hodder will swing this in. That's a lovely ball. He's got too much depth. He's annoyed, but it's going to stay in by McAvoy's effort. Unfortunately, Ryan can't bring it in. Sean's going to be hard on himself, but it's his first game in a number of, let's just say, he hasn't had any game. I don't think he got to play football in Melbourne at all. I'd be pretty sure he didn't. So he's been training and not really playing, and then up here with 2 weeks off. So he just sets high standards, young Sean. Would like that across to have been just a little well-directed, but I'm sure that'll come as the game moves on. Kenneth Nahn going to his, talking of Hodder, Adam, 15 on the ball. Declan O'Shea watched that all the way. So if you're a central defender and you're a young kid, that's what you do. Eyes on the ball, and just got himself in the right position to claim that before Simon Bell. Yanni's got himself in a bit of trouble, but gets out of it. Gets a throw in. 33.5 minutes on the scoreboard. 1-0 in favour of Hellenic, running left to right on your screen. Round 14 match in the Men's Premier League here in Darwin in the Northern Territory. Thank you for your support. Hope you're enjoying the game. Sickless is going to take an early one as he normally does. Walks about a metre. Well done, Roberto. Goes back to Ramondo, and Jose unleashes one out for Jay Adams on the run. Long strides from Jay. Puts one across the bows, but Turner will put that out for a corner.
I saw Sean Hodder limping just earlier on. I hope he hasn't copped a knock, and I just saw him limping a little bit. I'm just wondering if he copped a knock somewhere.
He's hands on hips. Looks okay at the moment. Isaac Paul's down again.
John Dean's running on and doing some first aid treatment by the looks of things. So
president of club, commentator, substitute.
He does everything.
Father, team manager, and now trainer. Sounds like someone next to me on my right. You. So you
Bruce,
have to look to your right.
Flatter me, mate. I was looking to my right. What are you talking about?
You do everything too.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, mate.
Every club needs a stalwart. And there's a few around here tonight at the stadium, Darwin Football Stadium main pitch. We've got a break and play, 35th minute mark, 1-0 Hellenic. Lovely work move between Muskie and McNabb, and then McNabb into the big Bell, and Bell put one away. And as Morris said, that's 18 goals for the season for him already. He's had a stellar year. It's not just the fact he's been scoring goals, it's the assists he's made. He's having a different style of play. He's quite comfortable to set up there and distribute.
Correct, yeah. He sets up, he does the assists, and he also puts them away. So well done, Simon Bell.
And now Isaac Paul off the pitch. Young fella's going to get on hopefully shortly. So it's 10v9 on the outfield. And has that come off? Yes, it has. It's come off Sickless, so it'll be a goal kick. Restart. McAdam trots over to the back fence to grab it. It is the ball. And get us restarted at the 36-minute mark coming up now on the scoreboard. Round 14. If you take the goal out, they've been pretty evenly matched.
Oh, I agree, and there's just that goal, and it was a clinical finish, cut back, lovely, and that's all that separates these two sides.
So Isaac Paul and they're being busy. Now comes Tafidi. That's the better stuff they do. That's what they have to do to stop Hellenic having that casual play out from the back. But
right,
Turner,
Bruce.
too good. Gets it done anyhow. Comes over the top of a couple of midfielders. McAvoy's in there. Wins it for himself. Does a header back. Now brings Declan in. Shea goes to Fannin. And Terry looks up and goes, I'll put this, if I could have that again, I'd put it at your feet.
Yeah.
But just a little long. But Terry's been great this year.
Definitely. That was the pressing you talked about, Bruce, was exactly right. They did that in the first 10 minutes of the half, and obviously had some chances.
Yeah, they relaxed a little bit. Now they're back into that.
Back into
it. Yeah, it's a good part of the game to bring against Hellenic, who will play out the back with comfort. You're going to make it a bit more uncomfortable. Sulev just showing the skills. Lost the ball, but regained it. And then had the mind set to go back to his keeper. That's the first long kick out from McAdam. It's found McAvoy. Goes back into trying to find Hodder. So they got out of there, and now they find Barry on his own. That's the danger. And when Barry unleashes Bell's on the run, pushes and he has a shot, and he hits the post. Hands on heads. Heads. He's only got one.
He's got one, but
plural.
But he's hit the post twice.
He has. That's what we meant.
That's what you meant.
Thank you, Morris. You saved me again. Yet again. So Bell with one head has two shots, both of them off the post, except for the one, which was his third, which he put away. So fortuitously for Port Darwin, they hold Hellenic to a 1-0 lead over them at the moment. Will it be enough to get a victory? Or can Port Darwin come back? Certainly capable of it. Plenty of talent out there. Sean Hodder joining them to increase their talent bank. And Joey Powell going for a run now. It's really unselfish stuff from him. Pushing forward for his team. And brings in a... And it's gone out for a corner.
Yes.
Declan Shea having a few comments to the assistant referee in that broad accent. So the Bushranger not happy, but he's gone back in to do his work.
Yep.
And he'll be ever present, ready. Looks like he'll take on Bell. No, it's going to be Adams. And Declan will come out and take on Joey Powell.
It's so important they don't concede this late in the half.
You point about those 5 minutes before half time. You say it all the time. They need to be switched on. Here comes Muskie, puts it in. Are they going to be switched on? This ball goes wide. Up goes Powell. Sickless gets his shoulder. No, Fannin gets his shoulder in it. Now it's bouncing around dangerously. Sulev Muskie puts it back in. This time Adams gets to it, pushes it out wide to McNabb is. McNabb's going to go to the line and try it back in again. It does. And this time it'll be picked up by... that's nice work from the striker, Andre. So he's now unleashed a counter. He's found him. It got past Nan and now finds Sickless. So Roberto, the engine, just took off and gave his team a counter opportunity, and they're still on that counter march. Goes across from Profiti now to Jose. Now to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to do a 1-2. Sickless comes back because there was no opportunity. Now Andre gets in there. Andre Profiti puts it across. Hodder there. Raimondo will have a shot. He does. On the ground. Brings a sort of sliding drop from Kay McAdam. His long frame had that covered.
Yeah, definitely.
And giving some directions while the ball sits aimlessly at his feet. Now he's up. Good football, though. You know, we saw that opportunity for Simon Bell that came off the post. Then we saw the counter.
Yep.
And then we saw, and it was a good counter too. Lots of interplay from the Claret and Blues. And then Hellenic, with their experience, were able to craft a way out of the counter attack from Port Darwin. So Declan O'Shea turns it in to Hodder. Hodder's just tipped it over the top. Sickless now on a run, but Ruston Wood's going to beat him to it. Give it to Sulev. This time it's come out. Hodder now quickly to McAvoy's captain. McAvoy again, quick, but Dexter's in there. And Newman will go forward. Puts a nice pass to Barry. Barry's got opportunities right and left. Goes right. And an error. I won't go on his show reel. For Muskie.
Yep.
Do you get a cup of tea, mate, or coffee? What do they deliver?
I've got a tea, actually.
Oh, yeah,
it's quite nice.
So you get it from the drive-through?
No, not a drive-through, mate.
Well, they just dropped it off, didn't they?
They dropped it off. With a smile. And a bottle of water.
That's the main thing. 41, coming up to 42 minutes. Morris Darago giving us expert insights in this match, which is round 14 of the Men's Premier League here in Darwin. The leaders on the table, Hellenic have won through a nice interplay between Muskie, McNabb and Bell. And Port Darwin has been on song, on focus. Haven't got a goal yet, but look likely, particularly on the counter. So Port Darwin have a lot of individual talent, and when it all clicks as a team, the competition will make note. They've done it a couple of times, and they've done it in patches in games.
They have, yes.
So they get some beautiful passing and interplay. And with Hodder being now Sean being added to the team, that's only going to increase, as I said earlier, their talent bank. You got Jonah Rule as well. He's got a lovely midfield approach. He's on the bench. Sickless passes it back, goes to Yanni. Yanni goes back to Jose. Good defensive stuff from Kenneth Naan. But Sickless gets out of that. Now the ball's with Hodder. Hodder moves in, puts the ball over the top. There's an opportunity and a goal!
A lovely goal.
A well-worked goal.
It was a lovely goal.
I have to come back here to Roberto Sickless, who did the fifth effort. Not three or four, five.
Five, yes.
Got the ball back, went down. Turner came out. They got a round Turner, and then that lovely ball in from Hodder at the feet.
Yeah, Bruce, we always thought it was coming, wasn't it? I mean, it was been so even, but that's great play by Roberto on the left wing. And
Andre Profiti just first time, bang.
Yep, lovely.
Now, a lot of people have missed them too. We've seen that.
So he's got 5 goals, Bruce.
Yeah. Well done, Mr. Stats. Well played to Andre. Very good. Andre Profiti, the Albanian, a lot of time in the French football leagues. Now playing and plying his trade, in Port Darwin. And him, like Pirit Pruz and a number of players, just loved the place and fell for it and stayed here. And he's one of them. Yep. So number 14, the goal scorer for Profiti.
Well, that looks like a card, I would say.
Is it, or just a comment?
That is a card.
No, it is a card. Okay, that's on Adam Hodder.
Sorry, that's my referee hat coming out. Sorry,
yeah, unnecessary and reckless, I guess, or not reckless, whatever the word is you guys use.
You can call it whatever you want. There could be reckless.
But anyhow, about 30 seconds of reg time to go. 1-1 on the scoreboard. That dangerous 5 minutes this time was taken advantage of before half-time by Port Darwin. Well done to them to get back with an even scoreline.
You see the urgency, don't you? I mean, they know they can get, in that top 4 if they start winning the games from this point on, absolutely. Bruce. So there's a bit of urgency. Well done to Port.
And the score is pretty much how it should be, I think. I mean, Simon Bell obviously had 2 goals that were off the post and any other day would just slip in. Here's an opportunity again. That's a header down. It didn't go where he wanted to, but there's a chance here for Raimondo on the cycle. They got the young kids in the grandstand excited. Did you see them?
Yeah, I saw that.
Little one jumping up like it was Christmas. He thought he was going to see a bicycle kick. And exciting stuff from both teams. Really entertaining for a neutral. Love it.
That's another
really
scare for Hellenic's defence and goalkeeper. You know, these shots are coming in. You know, they're getting a bit more space.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's as we
all
said,
interesting for second half.
It is indeed. Now we're in time added on at the moment in this round 14 match here in Darwin Premier League for the men. Hodder gets up high, gets the ball down now and picked up for Jose, but Ruston Woods cleans up. Only far as McAvoy. This is going to fall for strong tackle from Dexter. So Newman saves the day for his team. Barry finds Adam Hodder alone, and Adam puts a lovely ball over to McNabb, chested down. That's gorgeous. And shot across goal. So close. And how quick was McNabb to move from where he was to get on that ball and then take the shot? Price, well done.
I don't think it's the shoes. I think it's just he's fast, Bruce.
He's just very fast. He even looks even faster tonight. Really entertaining game. Both teams are capable of doing those sort of counters. So corner kick, time added on, regulation's gone, 1-1. Can Hellenic get another one? Can Port Darwin keep them out? Ruston Woods on it. Lee Addison, their coach for Ports, shouting instructions. Comes in, Powell gets up. Just over the top.
There shouldn't be much.
Shaking his head.
No, he's shaking his head. All right.
Good technique. Got up high.
Yep.
Got a full. I was going to say head of hair to it. No. Got a full head to it.
Full head to it. That will do, Bruce.
He did really well, and that just went over the centre of over the middle post. What the hell's going to call it? Over the centre post.
What so anyway, the crossbar?
That's
we do a crossbar?
It's usually called crossbar.
Yeah, we'll call it a crossbar tonight.
Yeah, we will. There goes the whistle now. Entertaining first half, 45 minutes plus time added. Can't be separated. Score pretty much reflects the match. Hellenic will go over and hear from Francis, their coach. And Addison will talk to his team, Port Darwin, in this same break. 15 whistle-to-whistle break here at half-time. We're on the Perform Network, going around on the FNT TV as well as the FA digital channels. Thank you for your support of Men's Premier League live streaming. Really good to bring it to you. My name's Bruce Stord. I've got Morris Durago with me. We'll have a short break and then we'll come back and pick apart a really entertaining 45-plus minutes of football. Friday night football here in Darwin at Larrakia Park in the main stadium at Darwin Football Stadium on the main pitch, I meant. Some games you go to, you have expectations, anticipations, and sometimes they're met. This one is meeting them in buckets.
Definitely.
What a great game of football. So exciting to see these little individual battles, to see a team that's the top of the ladder. You can see their smarts when they need to do it.
Yep.
You saw a couple of shots from Bell. You saw that lovely finish off of McNabb and still have Muskie thing. They do those crossovers where you got to follow them. They're 1 minute on the right, then they're on the left. But we'll talk a little bit about the game, but I just love the way Port Darwin came back, Morris.
Yep.
They were down, and to your point, never dropped their heads.
That's right. And that's what it is. The coach obviously has drummed it in their heads. You're still in the game. You're still in the league. You can make the top four.
Yep. 12 points if you want to.
12 points. They're there for the
taking.
Yep. So the lovely work from Robert down the wing that created that goal, and that Perfiti's going in there and he knows where the goal is.
Yes.
And that's lovely.
Yeah, no, it was really good at counter, and as I said, for a neutral, it's just great to see those guys in the midfield try and find the space. McAvoy with Muskie, McAvoy with Barry. Just really, really smart stuff to watch a game of football. Now, if you're at halftime there with Lee Addison, you've said, okay, you're in the game, you're in the league, you've got a chance to get into the four, we've got to win this. What is he going to reinforce that he saw that he liked, you reckon, in that first half?
I think that once again, let's keep that solid defence, keep the talking, between the goalkeeper and the back line, and that's been crucial in the first half. And to cop a goal like they did with the likes of Simon Bell, you can't stop those. You can only defend as best as you can.
Yep.
So the coach will be saying, don't change what you're doing, but still let's use the flanks. It's working down the left, it's working down the right, and let's get a cut back in and let's see what happens.
Now, from John Francis's point of view, he's had a couple that bounce off the post with Bell, one put in. He's got a high standard, so does the team and the club. What do you think his message is to the Blue and Whites?
Look, you've got to be first to the ball, and there was times where they had a clear run in the middle.
Yep.
They didn't take advantage of it. I think that the focus on Simon Bell is making it easy for them to defend against him, and they've blocked that channel or that gate. So they need to try different options, Bruce. Use Sulov, use Matthew McNabb a bit more, and you notice he came back into the game later in the first half.
Didn't he indeed?
He
well, we look forward to seeing all these individual battles. We're seeing which team's going to get the ascendancy in this second half. As I said, for a neutral, it's been really entertaining to watch. I hope you found that the same wherever you're watching this live streaming from. Thank you for your support of the Men's Premier League. This is round 14. We have a current scoreline. Can't separate them. Hellenic 1, Port Darwin 1. Second half on its way. With all the coaching you've done, Morris, and all the games you've seen, can you tell in the first 5 minutes when you watch a game who's listened, I guess, the most intently to their coach? Is that possible, or...?
Bruce, it's hard because they're getting the feel of the ball right on kickoff, but you see the enthusiasm and the drive right at kickoff. You can see that.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you see Jose on the run there trying to thread one between two Hellenic defenders for young Isaac Paul. But McAdam out there to clean that up. Lots of talking from both sides early on. Sickless trying to go across field. We're in the second half here. Hellenic 1, Port Darwin 1. Running from right to left on your screen is Hellenic. They're on the ball now. That's going to be pulled up. Sean getting his technique wrong there. Hodder, I'm talking about. Kenneth Nahn down. Hope he's okay. Strong boy, Kenneth. Slowly to his feet. In fact, not slowly to his feet at all. Now he is. It's an awkward way to get up. His head stretched back. Hope he's okay. He's now moving forward. Yellow card for Sean Hodder for that. Just didn't get his technique right. 47 minutes on the clock, about to roll. And Powell puts one forward into the dangerous area. Simon Bell gets there first. Cleared away by Declan O'Shea. McAvoy has to do more work. Sickless gets in there and scampers away and thieves the ball, so to speak. And now coming back up through the left back for Port Darwin. Ball comes back in again, and this time Adams gets there tall. Adams early to the ball. Kenneth Nahn holding his ground. Richley on the ground, heavily tackled. Looks okay now, having a chat back to Joey Powell. Now Bell on the ball, goes to Sulav Muskie. He pushes it wide to an unmarked Adam Hodder, who puts one across, but intercepted.
I think Port Darwin have listened to their coach because the intensity is there right from the
get-go.
That's to your point,
yeah,
your question.
Well, if that was the intention, they're now acting on it. Right, this will be a Rushton Woods corner. So the right backs come forward to take this. There'll be a right footer. So plenty of height with Bell and Powell, Turner, all in there. Ball comes in, running out the back. This time it comes off the back of Powell. Muskie takes the first time volley. Cleared away by McAvoy. Hodder scurries across the pitch with real pace. Puts it on. Sullivan Muskie puts it on, but a header on trying to find an on-rushing Dexter. But Dominic Price there early and cleanly retrieves for his side, Port Darwin. McAvoy in there doing extra efforts, as he's so accustomed to doing. Terry Fannin trying to find Isaac Paul. Does. Paul's going to try and run on the inside. Powell will turn to the grandstand, and again now the slow play out the back. Dexter Newman on the ball. Goes back to the central defender Turner. He then puts one across to Rushton Woods, who took that corner not a moment ago. Now a bit more pressure coming from. That's what they did late in the second half and early in the first half. Late in the first half and early in the first half. That's what I meant to say.
That's what you meant.
Yeah, thank you. So if they can do that again for the next 40 minutes or so, it'll be good for their side. Now, Ramondo Jose runs down. Lovely player. Still on the ball. Rushton Woods comes back. There's a collision. They're struggling for the ball. That's all right. Ball will be to the advantage of Hellenic. Referee then moves away from there. Ramondo moves away even slower. And Rushton Woods wants to get it going. He just dinks one over the top. Finds Bell. Bell puts it down to Barry. Barry sees McNabb on the run. He gets there early and takes that shot. And lovely save from Dominic Price. Now, if I was a photographer, that is a shot. With him out there, that was beautiful. Body was bent. Arms stretched. A good metre and a half off the ground. Dominic Price just showing the athleticism that comes with the custodial role with Port Darwin. 1-1 on the scoreboard. They're trying to keep Hellenic out. Ball comes in from Sulev. It's a good one. McNabb, who took that shot, got his header to that. His vertical jumps are good, McNabb. He may not be as tall as Bell or Powell, but he gets up high. Number 7 for Hellenic. Right, Dominic Price for the set. 51 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard, second half, of course, with this Men's Premier League match, round 14. Hellenic versus Port Darwin. Port Darwin are running from left to right on your screen. They are in their claret and blue with the claret socks. And there's Sickless. He goes out to Jose. Jose makes a 50-metre run almost and then turns it in. Unfortunately, that didn't work with McAvoy. He just watches what happens there. Now they got it back with Hodder. Hodder goes to Sickless. Sickless has been everywhere that's looked, anything that looks promising for him, he's been involved. Look at that from McAvoy. But Hodder, Adam this time, was up to it. Good pressure from Isaac Paul. He's pushed Powell wide. Hodder back to Powell. Powell to Rushton Woods. They play it out at their time and pace. Again, they haven't found their way out. Better work from Port Darwin. They've been doing a lot of that. They need to do even more of it. Now Sickless on the run. No one's really with him. He beats two players there. Lovely work from Roberto. Did he do one more too many? He may have. But he's been busy and energetic, the motor.
Yeah, he has. He's been doing well.
Over the top of Profeti. McNabb on a run now. Adams is on his inside. They turn him in. He makes the run. Looks up, puts one over the top. Where Dexter Newman's made a run. That's your point about the swapping. Like he's usually anchored in the left-hand defensive position. And he made a run. He's still up there. Now it'll come out from Adams.
I have $1 million question. Matthew McNabb. Has he changed his boots?
Has he changed his boots? Yes, he has.
He has. Okay, now he's got white ones on.
Yeah, these ones are even faster than the other ones.
Faster ones, okay.
Yes, he has. Well observed, Morris. Well observed. Ball comes in over the top. Barry gets his head to it. He'll fall for Kenneth. Kenneth has not really had a shot that I've seen of it, but he took one into the back of Hodder. Sean. Now Rushton Woods on the run, taking Roberto on. Roberto will let this go out. And well played, Roberto, to get that corner kick. Skillful, experienced player. Hirsute. And effective. Right, Dominic Price needs to find a Port Darwin player from this if he can. 54-minute mark. It's 1-1 on the scoreboard. Up goes McAvoy. Pushes on trying to find Sickless. And it'll run out where Powell gets a call from Rushton Woods. Leave it for me, mate. And he does. Now there's a run from Barry. Gets there. Goes back to Turner in the centre on his own. Pushing wide for Dexter Newman. Dexter just looks back, runs to it. He'll go to the centre, to Kenneth Nunn. And Kenneth goes to Hodder. Barry, the captain of Hellenic. Warren Barry goes back to Warren. Porter pressing. But Hellenic are finding their way through. And spectators very happy to see Declan O'Shea come in here. He's got a fan club, a big one. It grows every week.
Sounds like
it does. And funny buggers as well. Very much so. So Rushton Woods throwing in, finding Adam Hodder, who's been busy in the second half. It's only 10 minutes old, but he's been on both sides of the field and running down that centre corridor. McNabb has a chance with the white boots this time. That's cleaned away. Now if he looks up and gets him underway, that's great. Profeti. So Andre on the run now. Raimondo Jose puts it in front of him, but that's easily collected and cleaned up by number 8 for Hellenic. Goes back to number 2 from Hellenic, and now number 17. Now out to 7 from Hellenic. And he's going to push this too far, though he won't. Smart play. There's a shot. Great save from Dominic Price. He was going to the grandstand side, and he saved on the... he was going to the scoreboard side, and he saved on the right side. So going to his left, full body, and then he stretched back instinctively. Jeez, he's good, that kid.
Great keeper.
He's so good. Nice work from McAvoy. Every Just another day's work for Dominic Price.
He's so calm. I think we said that. He's so relaxed on the ball. So, yeah, well done.
That's a lovely save. Now he plays on. Easy work from Barry. Collision with Adams. Adams comes at him again. Good pressure from Adams. Now Hodder. Well done, Terry Fannin. Gets it away. Wants it out of there, but only as far of Rushton Woods, who sends it straight back into the danger zone. Bell gets that long body and gets his toe to that ball. Goes in again. That's the effort, see? 3 efforts and he gets the ball in. Now it's an opportunity for Warren Barry. He overruns it. Sorry, McNabb overruns it. Now the ball comes free. Nice work. Underway early. Hodder on the run. Gets around Adams. Just should have maybe stay on your feet, Jay. He'll get back and help. Ball's kicked out by Yanni. Goes to Freddie, puts on a run, but Hellenic's keeper's there early. Puts it out. So it'll be a throw-in just under the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to the Northern Territory Government for their support. Also to Hyundai and Rebel. Great supporters of football in Northern Territory, Sharon. And all the workers there that on the floor of Rebel, week in and week out, doing their bit for sport. Now it comes down to Sickless showing some skills there. Hodder goes back to him now, goes back to Yanni. Yanni puts a ball through, but it's been pinched by Rushton Woods. Good pressure from McAvoy, but it's not going to be enough. This is dangerous. You got Hodder on the run. You got McNabb centre. Barry's going to push it out to Rushton Woods. Danger's still there. Declan O'Shea gets in and cleans it up. Now Sickless has a chance to go to Andre Perfidi. Perfidi puts a short one to Hodder. Nice another one from Hodder and Roberto. Look at that. That's lovely work. And Roberto just lovely skill, nutmegged Rushton Woods. It's just what he can do. He's having a game for the ages tonight, Roberto. Battle of the boots there. So the yellow boots and the white boots come together, and they've got very similar running styles, you know what I mean? Great technique in both those players. That's what I say. One of the joys of watching this game tonight has been the individual battles. Right, Dexter Newman on the ball. Whistle's gone. 59 minutes. Coming up to 60. And Declan O'Shea gets there. A strong header as usual. Throw from Bell, goes to Newman. Newman. And Bell runs in. Lovely work from Adams. Great work, Jay. Now we've got underway a counter. Can they do something with it? Hellenic running back with their confident defence. Ball still with Port Darwin. Perfidi on the ball, the goal scorer. Goes out wide to Roberta Sickless. Sickless has time. He's waiting for the better opportunity. Now he finds it in McAvoy, his captain. His captain goes immediately out to Ramondo Jose. Puts a nice right curling in. Turner gets in there and covers it with nice skill. Puts it out, but only goes as far as Powell. Now it's been picked up. This is an opportunity for the youngster here. For Perfidi. And he's just been brought down.
Is that in the box, Bruce? It looks
is that
like
inside the box?
It's a penalty, yes.
Oh, it is a penalty?
It looks like it. He's pointed at the
I don't know what's been called yet. I don't know what's been called. Let's just see what's been called.
No, the AR's not. It's outside the box, Bruce. So
yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The AR would have gone to the corner.
That's right. Yeah, well done, Morris.
Yep.
Well put. Well spotted. So the wall being formed, Simon Bell's gone down to make a big fixture in the wall. McAdam leaning against the post, the right-hand post, directing traffic for his side. Two of the most creative players in the Darwin's Premier League on the ball now. Andre Profiti, Raimondo Jose. Will it be a right? Will it be a left foot strike? We'll wait and see. The wall's ready. There's a wall that features 5 players. Now McAvoy moving in. Going to put some pressure on the back there. He saw an opportunity to just do that. Yep. Referee's now got him settled 10 metres from the ball. As I said, 2 creative players on here. Will it be a lefter or a right footer? It's going to be a right footer. Takes it. Oh, and just past the right post. Came off the wall, so there'll be a corner. Love to be in on a conversation between Jose and Profiti. Working out who was going to take that. Who had dibs?
Who had dibs?
Shotgun.
I wonder what language they'll be speaking.
Well, probably the language of football.
Of football. Okay, good one.
Yes. Here we go. Now the ball's set by that same gentleman who scored earlier and got them back on even keel. There goes Roberto Siklas making himself available. Comes around, swings in. Hodder gets up. Cleared away again by Turner. His technique in the air is impeccable. Now goes back to Raimondo, puts it over the top, and Kenneth Narn. Nice work from Kenneth.
Yep, a lot of pressure from Port, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And it's good to see some pressure on Hellenic at the back. See how they cope, and so far, after 62 minutes or 3 minutes of the game, they have coped. Ball comes back to McAvoy. McAvoy does a short one to Raimondo. Still with Port Darwin. Hodder goes back to his captain. He just puts it in for a curler. Finds Isaac Paula, heads it on. This is an opportunity on goal. Come in with a header.
Lovely.
And it'll be a corner. Lots of birds and butterflies out there. The hands being raised everywhere. And the coach yells up, switch on. Ball comes back in again, over the top of everybody. But as far as McAvoy, he turns. Lovely work from him, and he takes a right footer. See what he's trying to do, bend it into that post. And when McAvoy's on the ball, it's always possible. Joey Powell still trying to take off with the wings out.
Yeah, look, you've got John Francis, yelling and saying, guys, keep the intensity. But I think Port's just taking the game to him. And that's
good football.
Lovely
from both sides. Really entertaining to watch for the neutrals. 64 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard now. Thank you to Northcrest for their support. Northcrest, a development not far from here. A lot of young families moving in to their new home. NTF, construction supply specialist as well. And, of course, Steel Line with their service and over above and everything to do with steel. Just a strong tackle. And it'll be a goal kick. Hodder came together with Turner. And Kane McAdam makes the long, lonely stroll out there to grab the ball. Can't pull any of these players out of their defensive roles tonight because there'll be someone to take that opportunity. You know, at both ends, they've got that potential. If you're not on song and watching your man, it will be dangerous.
That's a true call out, mate.
Yeah. Ball comes over into the chest of Bell. Kenneth Narn on the ball. Lovely work from Kenneth Turner. Good pressure from Isaac Paul. That's what you want, Isaac. Well done. You've done something for your team there, mate. Didn't come off, but you win again. Well done. Good work from the young fella. Now Sulav Muskie quickly turns, gets the ball between Roberto Siklas' running legs. Now an early one back in. Declan Shea gets his boot to it. Helped on by McAvoy. McGab comes back. And Profiti shows the skills, turns on the inside. Lovely work from him. And nice work from Barry. Good football all around from all the players involved. Starting back there with Narn and Isaac Paul having a tussle for the ball. Ball's fallen out. Muskie puts one over the top to rushing 3 players. Turned in by McNabb, and he'll have a shot. Goes wide and well and truly over the post.
He's disappointed with himself. He knows he should have done better from that 18-yard area, so he holds his head. So, but good effort.
Yeah, he does it at pace. There was no easing up, no handbrake put out, no anchor. Just went for it.
It's those boots.
That's the white boots, yeah. And that occasion, not a goal, but dangerous for Port Darwin. 1-all is the scoreline. It's been that way since the half-time break. And we've now played 21 and a bit minutes of our second half. There's one over the top. That's offside. And the ball will be pulled up. The referee calls it now. And we have one in the grandstand, but it's jumped back out. Lots of communication, Morris, still from Joey Powell there, trying to urge his players on. And the same down at their end with Fannin and O'Shea chatting. So Price takes that one from the offside position, but only finds Fannin gets up on it. Referee plays advantage. Adam in front of him. Still scurries in and collects the ball, but he's got Fannin chasing him back. Good pressure. And goes across to Ruston Woods. And that's a ball that's still going to be in play, and unfortunately come off Adams. That's a hard luck story there. That ball should have... Ruston Woods thought it was the worst one he ever done, and now he's got something for it. So it's come off fortuitously for Hellenic off Adams's shin. And Sulav Muskie was right there to take advantage, and in sense he only had to walk 4 metres to get the corner. Here he goes. Yes. Corner set. What will he do? Plenty of players in there. Hands up in the air. Find me. The run's on. And who got there first? I'm not sure. I think it was a Hellenic player. It will be a goal kick. Lots of patting on the back from all players. Dexter Newman runs out. Thought he might have done something to his hammy, but he looks okay. Right, 68 and a half minutes. Round 14 match. Friday night football here. Men's Premier League in Darwin. So happy you're with us. Thank you for joining in on the live streaming. A really entertaining game of football. Can't be separated on the scoreboard. Both teams have had opportunities. And we're still yet to see the deadlock broken. 1-1. Bodies come together over there. Still ball bouncing around now. Comes clean and clear. Powell pressured by Isaac Paul. Ball's gone out of play. So Port Darwin have an opportunity to get a restart with a throw-in. So Morris, if you're Port Darwin's coach, fatigue aside, you're pretty much going to leave this side on?
Oh, I would, unless something else happens where they go down a second goal.
Yep.
Then I would say a change may occur. But at this stage, I would not touch the side that's really doing well, and the intensity is great.
Yeah.
So I would leave it as is if I was the coach.
Double tagging of Adam Hodder, but Adam will get the decision of the referee. He puts his right foot to it nice and early, goes over the top. McNabb, lovely touch with the white boots. Both these players, they've been at it tonight, two of them. They're fantastic. Love the battle between these two.
They're just going for it, aren't
they? And Profiti Andre to win that one. McNabb asking for the ball early from Kenneth Nahn. That's Kenny. Now Dexter Newman throws one over the top. McNabb on it. Turns on the inside, goes across field. And Ruston Woods is going to have a shot. But Declan O'Shea gets both feet in the way and unleashes a counter possibly. Look at that lovely first touch and then that ball. Jeez, that is beautiful from Jose. An equally good defence from Kenneth Nahn, wasn't it?
Defending. Yep.
We're seeing some really wonderful football from both sides in individual players with their individual efforts. Right, this is where it gets dangerous. Jay's there. Jay Adams clears it out. And Andre Profiti does a no-look pass trying to find young Isaac Paul. But Dexter Newman there first. Now we've got Joey Powell out here on the left. So who's in the middle fixing up? Kenneth Nahn's gone back. That's your point about the moving players around.
Yes.
Joe Pell now running back with Sean Hodder on his inside. Turns on this. This is going to be too far because centre back will get down and calmly collect it up with a sliding left foot and sends it out to the captain. Yeah, they're moving everywhere now. Look.
Yep.
Silo Muskie's going to try and tip this over the top. It's a dangerous ball because it's over the top of everyone, but not Price. So Dominic Price collects it easily, does one bounce. Going to throw out. Now he's going to kick. Does that kick. He's kicked it out to one player with two Hellenic players on it. Maybe have that one again. This time Jay Adams gets in there. But the ball falls well for Hellenic. Adam Hodder. And now McNabb's going to take a shot. But big Declan gets in there and puts his sizable frame in the way. And you heard it bounce off him, ricocheted like a bullet off a wall. Right, now Dexter Newman bounces once. Going to try a long throw, I'd say. He is. Takes steps back. Moves in. Unleashes one. Goes in there. McAvoy just calmly puts his left foot to it behind Simon Bell. So the referee wants the ball back. Jay Adams has to walk back to there. Get us restarted. Here we go. 3 minutes about to roll over. 73 minutes we are now on the Northcrest scoreboard. McAvoy on the ball. Goes back to Adams. Adams plays down. And wasn't much in that. But we heard a yell. Maybe that was more because I think he hurt himself when he fell. Slipping on this. Players going to take a chance for some water while they're near their bench. And Andre Buffretti still down, number 14. Lee Addison, the coach, well and truly out of books, right on the sideline. And the assistant referee's allowing that. Now he steps back. And Raimondo Jose, he doesn't like this referee, does not he? Like you taking in incremental steps either way. So it'll come back now. It's on the spot. He's happy with that. Now we'll move back.
That's great officiating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, keep consistent. Here we go. Little stutter. Now he moves in. Look at that lovely ball. Kenneth Nahn gets there. Comes through to McAvoy. Ryan's going to push wide. He does that. Tips it over the top. Is anyone there? No. The keeper is. And McAdam scurries out there and with urgency does a nice drop kick. Nice presence on the ball with that drop kick. Declan's gone down, got a heavy hit in the back.
He's going to bring back a foul, I think. I think a free kick over there.
Declan goes down. I don't know what he's going to do here. Is he talking to someone or I'm not sure. Declan making his presence felt and his voice heard and directing all that at Adam Hodder. Welcome to Darwin.
Welcome to Darwin.
The Bush Ranger.
You have been inducted.
Yes. His effort's been fantastic tonight. Put his body on the line so many times, that ball. He must have bruises all over him. Desperately working hard for his team, Port Darwin. Now the ball comes back. That was pulled up by the referee. It'll be a bounce ball. Referee's having a chat to the keeper. Don't know what that's about. 75th minute. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Yep. Drops it down into keeper's hands. Puts a big right boot on that. Bounces in. Kenneth Nahn stands his ground. Well played, Kenneth, with the header. Now Barry, the Hellenic captain, pushes wide. Comes back in. Need to be switched on. Bell's going to have to put it back to Barry, back to Bell. Bell a turn. Nice work from McAvoy. Kenneth Nunn has it again. Kenneth's had a second shot tonight. And Terry Fannin gets his head to it and puts a nicely weighted back header into the arms of Price.
If it continues this way, there's, 12 minutes to go?
Yeah, a little bit more.
You'd say, John,
bit more.
so 22? Would that...
No.
What do we got?
That's all right.
I can't see the scoreboard, mate.
Oh, that's fair enough.
You got to forgive me, Bruce.
No, that's right, mate. And I forgot that you didn't have your glasses. No, we've got a bit of 14, just under 14 minutes to go.
Thanks for that correction.
That's all right, mate.
I was just saying that if anything, there might be a change from Hellenic with that midweek
game.
You'll see some tired legs. I would say
we'll see what
would
happens.
Be the first one. See how it goes.
We'll see what goes. This is a ball that's been put in. Over the top goes Dexter Newman with a good solid header. Nothing more than getting over the man and on the ball. Now it comes back to Hellenic and Bell plays it across. McNabb turns inside, tries to turn inside. Back goes Graffiti. I like his defensive work he's been doing tonight. It's been really good. Anyhow, Hellenic still have the ball. Adam Hodder shows nice skills. Up against his brother. Now this ball's bounced away. McAvoy's unleashed him already. But Rushton Wood got there early. Roberto Siklis just wasn't really clicked on then. That's unusual for Roberto. Now the chance comes his way. Now it's on. He turns on the inside. Will he unleash young Isaac Paul? He turns back in. He's still got the ball. Now it comes through McAvoy. Advantage being played. McAvoy sees and Isaac Paul's offside. Turns on the inside, does Andre. Andre finds Hodder. Hodder goes back to Profiti, but collected up by Dexter Newman. Nice football all round by both sides. Good defence, good counter-attack from Port Darwin. McNabb turns it back to a player who's got all the time in the world to take a shot. And who's it hit? The moving wall. Hit him again. That's two sizable kicks in the back of Declan O'Shea. He's a walking 6'2" bruise.
He is.
He's just been so solid. So solid. Right, now comes back again. All the urgency now. You can hear it in the voices of the players. You can hear it in the spectators. We have 12 minutes, or less, 11 minutes actually, and a half of regulation time. Now goes to Sikles and Roberto. Very rare mistake. He'll go back and chase this. Now Bell's underway. Can Bell shoot? He does. Price gets there first. Pushing it back from Bell. Referee seen it. Assistant referee seen it. So that'll be a little set piece there for Port Darwin to restart. Dominic Price goes over. He's been flawless. His keeping has just been a joy to watch. He's featured more than the Hellenic keeper, which means that Hellenic had more opportunities, and particularly that instinctive save that he did in the second half was just glorious. 1-1 on the scoreboard. North Crest, thank you for your sponsorship of that board and of the Men's Premier League in 2020. Right, moves in, and the he is Dominic Price, the keeper. Finds his captain, puts it over the top, but Rushton Wood's there as well. Fannin Gozak had time to actually bring that down, and it's now going to bounce unfavourably for Powell, but Powell recovers, and then Barry onto it early and quickly. Right, we're coming up to 80 minutes. Blue and White's Hellenic running from right to left on your screen. They currently have the ball, but have just given it back to Port Darwin. If they can continue here, there's a counter on. That's a lovely ball from Sikles, finding the advancing Jose. He'll turn on the inside here. Powell's got him covered at this stage. Holds him up. The troops come to help out now. Just good defence from Joey Powell. So nice work from Joel. Gets his team now an opportunity to move forward. Raimondo Jose still getting up in the back play. Adjusting his socks, now making his way back ever so leisurely. Nice work from really untimed, mistimed defensive opportunity, effort from Andre Profiti, which gives an opportunity to Hellenic. And they're going to take this actually to do a double sub. A double sub? Yes, it will be. They're going to bring on some of their young players. Stelianos Vrontos, number 24, will be coming on. Don't know who's coming on for. Looks like Dexter Newman's going to come off for him. Not sure. And Rustin Woods as well. So typical 81 minutes of Dexter. Effort. And then Rustin will come off as well. Or not. No, he's not. So I've got ahead of myself there. Roberto Sickless is coming off. Great effort, Roberto. You have just been so skillful and entertaining.
He has been. He's been great tonight.
And number 17 is the replacement. And that 17 looks like Craig Oakland. And Craig jogs out to his position. Rustin Woods puts it over. It's always dangerous when people had a rest. Joey Powell got to it. It's gone to a header. Hit the crossbar. Came back. And had to be cleared by a crouching tiger. What was it, a movie? A crouching Port Darwin. And put it out, wasn't it? And out he goes.
Like
it's so dangerous when you have to switch on with those changes.
And wasn't far off, was it?
No, well, bang. The crossbar's still shaking. So Joel Powell up there with a lovely header. Didn't get a goal. Hellenic have had plenty of opportunities. This one comes in dangerously. That was swinging in the back post. Price got his hands to it. Ball's now going. It'll be a goal kick. And they move out there. 82 minutes on the clock. 1-1 on the scoreboard. Been that way since half time. Can't separate these two. Really entertaining game of men's Premier League football here in Darwin. Round 14 match. First of this round in the men division. In the senior division. Looks like there's going to be a sub coming shortly from Hellenic. Maybe a double. Now the ball comes over the top. Beats everybody. Few go up. Now it comes from Isaac Paul. He tried to push it across, but Rustin Woods is now on the left-hand side. And Vrontos has gone to the right side for Hellenic in their back line now. So McAvoy with the ball. And the captain for Port Darwin moves forward. Ryan McAvoy is just clearly one of the top 5 players in the league. Lovely technique. Kids watching him. Watch Ryan McAvoy, the way he first touch and the way he has vision. He's always looking up, playing football. Doesn't like to talk about himself when you interview Morris. Always talks about the team.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got players like that on your side.
Here we go. That hits Profiti, comes forward. Now Fannin has time. And Terry puts one up front, trying to find Isaac Paul. Craig Lecker in there comes with Kenneth Nahn, but Joel Powell, who had that really good header chance before, now on the ball. Hodder turns in. Nice work. Dispossessed. Fannin, coming out. Chasing Sulev back. Goes to Rustin Woods. Rustin goes over the top, and this will be... And Rustin Woods is not happy. Hyphenation. Not at all. Right, we are going to have a double sub. Looks like they'll bring on Marco Martino, number 14. Marco will come on for, looks like Simon Bell coming off. And Sulev Muskie. I'm not sure which one they're replacing. So Marco is a defender usually. And number 4, Espoir Masagiro, will go up front. So he's replaced Simon. 18-goal Simon Bell. And Sulev Muskie's been busy. Will come off. The skillful Muskie is being replaced by Marco Martino in number 14. 85th minute. Can we get a goal and a winner in this next 4 minutes of regulation time? Will we have time added on? Ball's with Port Darwin. Now the ball remains with, goes over the top, trying to play it on. The young player, the sub, comes on there. Vrontos wins that ball. Comes back to the other sub. Masagiro still on the ball. McNabb's got space. He's got him behind him and has touched his hand. Unfortunate for him. And fortunately for Port Darwin, it got in behind him. overran the ball. Right, less than 4 minutes of time of regulation time. Morris Diago giving us expert insights on this round 14 game. Can you see a winner out there, mate?
Well, yes and no. It's just been so close,
hasn't it? It's been a really great struggle. It'll be advantage here. That ball's gone into the next suburb. Thank you very much. Going to be a sub here late, I think. No, it's not a sub. It's John Dean prancing around trying to get someone to sub him. Get a chance out there for the Port Darwin side. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but they certainly got a set opportunity here. Adam Hodder staying in the circle, staying in the discussion. Now he's walking back.
This is where Port Darwin's dangerous. If they get one in the box, it could be 2-1. So they've got to be careful here, Hellenic.
Well, Morris, let's see. It's Jose on the ball. It'll be a lovely directed. Look at that. Just lovely, as is that header from Joel Powell. But just every time he's on the ball, Raimundo Jose, it's just art. Poetry, as they say. Now we get that ball. That's it. Was that Kenneth? No, Espoir.
Yep.
So just the sub going on there, over and energetic.
He's just showing him he's there. He's telling him, I'm on the field
I'm
now.
on the pitch.
Yep, I'm
All
here.
right, now McAvoy.
Espoir's here.
Left hand up to his forehead, wiping away the sweat, steps back 6 paces from the ball, 7. Now moves in. Goes a short one. Goes back to another short one. Puts it over the top. Is someone onto this? No, that's unfortunately a wasted ball. Unrarely from those two players. Anyhow, comes up to the 88th minute shortly. Hellenic now with a chance to go forward. Urgency there from McAdam. Gets the ball the centre now, right on the 88th minute mark. Right, 2 minutes of time in this regulation period. Will we see a winner from Hellenic? Will there be one from Port Darwin? Port Darwin have a chance to counter there. Oakland's pass tried to thread through, but Powell there. Now gives Hellenic a chance to move forward. Players need to be switched on. Interception there by the left back. Ball's been put out.
Lovely skills, the security guard, isn't he? He should be signing up.
Sign him up, mate, for your under-19s.
Oh, we should.
And we're into... thank you. Right, comes out. Cleared out by Hodder. Only as far as Ruston Woods. What will he do? And James slips one over the top. It's too long again, James, unfortunately. So, comes back. We only have about 50 seconds of regulation time. Then we'll go into 3 minutes of time added on, they're telling us. They tell us anything, mate. They might just walk up and tell us whatever they... Let's just tell them 3 minutes, they said. They'll believe us. Yeah, so it looks like it's 3 minutes of time added on, we've been told, by the operations manager. So Dominic Price on the ball now. Moves in. Long ball. Lovely ball. McAvoy. Two captains came together then. Will Hodder get there first? He sort of does. Now he chases on. Powell comes across. Will they keep it in? Nice work from Joel. Throws in. He's not mucking around. Gives it back to Ruston Woods. Gives Sean Hodder a pat on the head. Now Profiti. Andre turns on the inside. Lovely work. Goes back. Man on. Lovely work again from Sean Hodder. Putting over the top for Isaac Paul. The header's a glancing header there from the sub right back for Hellenic. Right, we're in the time added on. Ball's been put across. Barry has it. So plenty of players forward for Hellenic. Ruston Woods has the chance to put it in. Nice little back heel from McNabb. Ball comes in. Who's going to get there first? Port Darwin does. Well done. And as far as Barry, he's going to put a shot over the top. Hellenic had, from my count, 8 players forward then, Morris.
Yep.
Just had Powell back here and the young sub, Salinas Rontas, on the other side there. Pushing them forward. Sub time. Isaac Paul coming from the pitch. And the youngster. Great effort from Isaac. What a find he is for the club. And the future of the club moves forward. Then Jonah Rule, only a 17-year-old in Year 12, trying to study, trying to play football.
Definitely.
Trying to get through COVID. The young ones have really had a hard time, those Year 12 students and the 11th year students. You know, the kids with COVID, it's just been, it's been so hard for them. It's hard for everybody, but I think, my thoughts go out to them all the time about how it must be interrupting their school studies. Imagine being in Victoria in Year 12, mate. Right, that's unfortunate. It'll be pulled back. That was like Marco Montino responsible there. Bit silly. Slid over the ball, did the player. Don't even see who it is at the moment. I know it's Big Declan looking over him. Shea now has the ball at his feet. It's looks like it's number 16. I'm not going to ask you, mate, because it's right over in that corner and both our eyes aren't that good.
No, don't.
But I think it's Yannick Hilaris. Now we go back across field, this time to the keeper. And Price puts it over the top, trying to find, and it's going to fall, bounce fortuitously. Now they have a chance here, Port Darwin. The call comes early. Get it over to me. It comes over. But nice collection. What's happened? Offside. Okay, so been pulled up. Playing 3 minutes of time added on. I reckon a minute and a half, maybe two's already gone. Still 1-1 on the scoreboard. Been a fantastic game of football. Declan gets there, O'Shea this time again. Puts his body on the line for his side. Shot on for Hodder. No, he goes back. Plenty of defence there from Port. Cleared away by Rule. What you don't want to do, Morris, is lock up shop and defend.
Exactly.
You've got to try and win it. And I know they're in defensive role at the moment. This ball comes in. Fanning gets there early, puts it over the top. Comes away again, only as far as Nan. Nan goes to Hodder. Hodder pushes wide. Marco Montino puts ball across. Ryan McAvoy gets in. He puts over a shot. It's gone too wide.
That's over.
Here goes the whistle. What an entertaining game of football, Morris. It was really good to bring you. I hope you have enjoyed this live streaming of this Men's Premier League Round 14 match. Both teams won't be too happy with the result. You know what they're usually like. They want to win. But for spectators and those that were neutral, that was a really entertaining game of football. Okay, Hellenic got the first goal through Simon Bell, and then one was picked up, a beautifully timed volley shot from Indre Profidi. Made it 1-1. All those goals came in the first half too.
They did.
We'll take a short break, come back, have a close out the evening. Well, welcome to Darwin Football Stadium, where we saw a match that was just played out and reached all the expectations we had. We couldn't get a winner in the end, but geez, we had some lovely individual battles out there, some nice tactical play from both the coaches. In the end, one to Hellenic, one to Port Darwin. Morris, that was just one for the ages.
Well, look, we said that.
Yes, we thought it might be.
We thought it'd be so close. I mean, Port Darwin was really going for the win, and they want to move up there in the top four. We talked about that first half, but really great effort from Port Darwin. And like I said, the solid back line, a lot of hard work by Roberto, and came off because his legs just gave in.
In the end.
In the end.
The motor actually stopped.
Well, I didn't believe that Robert had a motor that
did
I
stop.
thought it was rotary. But look, it was.
Now you're showing your age. Beautiful. I remember those engines. But also I want to talk about Price at the back. He was just fantastic. That instinctive save in the second half. Just lovely work from him.
Well, look, you want to keep it like him. We say fans. We said how calm and relaxed he is. Every ball he grabs it with confidence, and well done. Yep.
Yeah, I know. And look, we've got Terry Fanning. Terry, hop in there, mate, please. Who's just been such a stalwart at the back of the defence for Port Darwin. Thank you for coming up, Terry. I hope your lovely family was watching at home. The kids are up when you get up and they make noise for you. Welcome, mate. I know you must be buggered. Are you?
Yeah, you know, it's hard work out there, especially with a team like Hellenic that keep the ball so well. So, yeah, but we know it's going to be like that before we start, so dig your heels in and make the most of it, yeah.
What we noticed that there was some really good communication between you and Declan and, you know, on your right and left back. You've got a real understanding between the four of you at the back. It's really, really impressive.
Yeah, we've played a couple of games now between all four of us, so each week we seem to be getting a little bit stronger, a little bit more in tow with each other, and yeah, long way at last. As long as we can stay fit, then hopefully we can keep it going.
And I know you don't like talking about yourself, but mate, you're playing some vintage football out there. You really are. Are you enjoying your time in the Premier League?
Yeah, of course. Originally I came in to help Lee out with the coaching side, but then he was after us, so I got roped to put the boots on. But since I've come back, I've been loving it. Yeah, it's good being around the boys all the time, and yeah, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, look, and there seems to be a sense about where you're going and what you want to do. Now, you've got 1 point, which makes you exactly one win outside the four. Now, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night with Unizuri and Casuarina. If that's a draw as well, that helps you. Yeah, absolutely. But you've made your way up the table. You've now got an opportunity. 4 games to go. 3 games to go, really. Let me do their maths. Now 4, actually, 15, 16, 17, 18 rounds, so 12 points on up for grabs. You confident? Yeah, we are, you know. We're growing with confidence every week, and I know it's an old cliche, but we just worry about ourselves, and as long as we take care of our business, then hopefully we'll be in there or thereabouts with a chance. So. Now,
you played football for a long time too, Terry. To see players like Ramondo Jose and Profiti in there, as well as Ryan McAvoy, all wonderful, skillful players. Feeling good?
Oh, yeah, fantastic. You know, even when we're on the back foot, you look at the 3 names you mentioned there, you know, they can come up with some sort of magic and pull us, drag us back into the game, you know, and a credit to all 3 of them, great players.
And my last thing is the human wall, the bouncing, ricocheting Declan, mate, the number of times the ball went into him tonight. Is he just 6'1" blue bruise?
Well, you know, they don't come tougher. You know, he puts everything into it, and awesome to be alongside, you know.
I thought so. I thought you might enjoying it. He's lifted you and you've lifted him, so well done. It's not just all of him. That is Terry Fannin, and Terry's going home to the kids and the babies and the wife, and they're all going to be up. Not.
The kids will be asleep. But
okay, cool. So just stay, Terry, while we say goodbye. Thank you to Morris, as always, to have you here. Terry, thanks for coming up and give us your time. Really appreciate that. My name is Bruce Stalder. That is a game where we had 1 to Hellenic, 1 to Port Darwin. We're back again for Game 2 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Hope you can join us live streaming here from Port Darwin. Live streaming from Darwin Football Stadium. This is the Men's Premier League for 2020.